I always wanted to do medicine and went to Cambridge University and then did some postgraduate training in general practice, in fact, initially, but then moved into pediatrics and moved to South Africa in the early 1980s with my husband. He was a South African. Because both myself and my husband were political, it was difficult for us to get a job in the government sector. And so we worked in Alex, and there I ran the pediatrics, but also was involved with family planning. So when 1994 came, I was asked to set up a research entity that would start to look at some of the questions around women's health, reproductive health. And we started to see the impact on women of HIV. There was a very, very important question whether the long-acting injectable contraceptive called Depo-Provera, DMPA, increased women's risk of acquiring HIV. So this was a real concern. And the only way that we thought that we could answer this question definitively was to do the gold standard study, which is called a randomized trial. And what the fellowship allowed me to do was to really look in one smaller study and then into a much larger study, which gave us a definitive answer to this question, which for 30 years hadn't been answered. And the answer was we didn't see an increase. We didn't see a statistically significant increased risk of HIV. And that means that contraceptive use in the region where HIV continues to be a major issue can continue in the context of high HIV infection. Certainly women scientists frequently say that they suffer from the imposter syndrome, that it really shouldn't be me, it should have been somebody else. So I think whenever you award that award, it really is saying something to the person who gets it, that what they are doing is really worthwhile. And I think we shouldn't underestimate that. I think that for the country this is incredibly important, but also because of the science that's going on in this country is extraordinary.